Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 29. If you're new to this channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. I will talk to you about what I have stitched, what I've been up to, and things like that. I do have a little bit of life updates to give. And if you are returning to this channel, thank you very much for coming back. Thank you for all of the love last week. I'm still responding to those messages. To be honest with you, I can only do little bits at a time. You guys are so loving, and it just fills my heart up with so much that I know it sounds stupid, but I can only take so much before I have to take a break. So thank you, and I will get back with you. So let's right off the bat. I don't think you've ever seen this one before. This is Oreo, our older cat, and I was shocked when he jumped up here today. So there, you get a little new visitor this week. So, all right, other than that, I want to give you some updates. My father is home. We have no more information. We video conference tomorrow with his neurosurgeon, and hopefully we will have some answers at that point in time. So there's that. And if, as if the hits don't keep rolling for me, or however that saying goes, today is Tuesday, on Sunday, my oldest son drove him and my youngest son to work, and once he parked the car and got out of the car to head into work, my oldest son had a grand mal seizure. They have released him. He is home with us now. We again are following up with a neurologist. They believe he had a very severe infection that we went through this big ordeal about because of COVID-19. Getting him treatment was difficult. But because of the infection and the medicine that he was on, not the antibiotics that were given to him, the fact that I was giving him Mucinex DM, they say, lowered the threshold in him that sent him into a seizure. So now we go down that road, and we'll figure it out. So he doesn't drive for 6 months, and my youngest son doesn't drive till July 30th. So the adventures and the hits just keep rolling around here. But I am still out of work and doing fine, ish. I am stitching every day, but I told my husband, I'm like, I need a day or two of just stitching in my happy place to bring me calm. And I do have stitching to show you. I have accomplished some stuff this week, so you'll see I am still trying to be my normal. And I'm wearing my little Cancun shirt of brings me many happy, joyous memories of being there in the past, and just needing that inspiration right now. So that's it for life stuff. I'm going to jump into the stitching and kindness that was bestowed upon me, so let's do that. First off, finishes. I actually have four finishes, which is shocking, other than I guess they were closer than I thought. Well, some of them were starting finishes in March. So let's just jump in and I'm going to show you. First one are by Drawn Thread. It's called Spot Of. So I have the series Spot Of Spring, Summer, Fall, Winter. I finished 2 of them ish. I finished them this month. The stitching on them is done. There's charms that I need, and of course I do not have them. So here's Spot of Spring. And the cool thing about these, if you recall, I was stitching these because there are specialty stitches in them, and I have like 4 seasonal drawn threads of like, I think they're seasonal, I just said seasonal. I don't remember the names of them right now, but they're going to be bigger ones of like houses and garden-y stuff, and there were specialties in them. I was like, let me try a couple small and see if I do okay with the charts and all that stuff. So that's why I jumped into these. So for this one specialty, there was a satin stitch here. There was supposed to be French knots that I was sucking at, so I was like, next. But this open space right here is a charm, and these little flowers, I don't know what kind of stitch that is, but you just followed a pattern and changed the colors. I don't even know if you can see. You can't really see. Anyway, it was a good adventure. So that's Spot of Spring. My next one is Spot of Summer. I actually finished this just prior to midnight last night. Again, some satin stitches on those bees. I don't know what it's called. It's a specialty stitch on the leaves on the tree and that sun. Beautiful. Again, the open spot there is where a charm is missing. My dog is whining. Gabby, place. Because my husband's outside throwing some fertilizer down and the dog wants to be with. Shocking, huh? My next finish is chock full. It is stitched on Picture This Plus Echo, 28 count. And I want to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 total days to stitch this piece. And I love it. It looks beautiful. If I stitch any more of the series, I don't know that it'll be on this color. And that kind of is bad because I already have all the pieces cut to this size. But I'll either repurpose it or share it with some people that want to experiment some darker color fabric. So that is my chock full jar. My next finish and my last finish. All right, I was telling you, I don't know if you remember, March Madness. You guys helped me fill a bracket out and it came down to Pumpkin Spice Farm. I stitched on it a total of 6 days, which is funny. I started like back in September and I was just kind of putzing, I guess. But this is what it looks like. The challenge was to have it fully finished by the end of March. I'm not sure that I'm going to accomplish that goal. I thought I wanted it in a pillow just like the front of the pattern, but now I kind of think I want it as a cubit. I don't really know and I feel really bad. The stitching's done, but I don't know if I'll get it fully finished. We'll see. I still have today. But I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I mean, it's finished and I'm moving along, so there's that. All right, so the next thing I have are some fully finishes that I did accomplish. I had a day like Dad was in the hospital, things were kind of normal around here, so I needed to be, my anxiety level was up, so I needed to be distracted, not with stitching, with something else. So I got me some finishing. All 3 of these are pillows. They're past finishes, but check this out. Chicks Rule. This was a little like kit from Lizzie Kate. It was in one of those CD boxes, and the fabric came with it. The buttons came with it. I don't believe the floss did, but super cute, super little pillow. I need to get something to cover where I stuffed it, and I will. I just haven't dug through the knickknacks to see if I have something I like. The next one is Hello Spring. Again, I believe this is a Lizzie Kate. Oops, there's a thread that, okay. Again, I believe this is a Lizzie Kate. This is an old one. I cannot even read. I hid my stitching in here. I was married, so it's 2017. So again, I believe this was a kit because it has the little buttons that came with it. Last one is a freebie from Hands On Design, Farm Fresh. Look at that cute backing. I love that board. So that was that one. I forgot to show the backing here. It's like a sunset color. Again, I need to cover that, but love them. Cute little pillows. They look cute just to sit around to give me some spring love right now. I'm looking over my house. Oh, I did something super exciting and I love this. I can't wait to share it. So I was like problem solving on where I sit, and I told you in my last video I sit in a chair similar to this. It's a arm rests on it, and I would like lean back and get my scissors here, and it was just kind of annoying. So I made this little contraption. This goes on the armrest, and there's a pocket for my scissors. There's a magnet here, but I don't think it's strong enough. I mean, it'll hold my needle, but, and then this is some felt for like a thread catcher, and this is just the other side. So it literally sits on the arm of my chair like that. Kind of cool. I love it actually a lot. I use it greatly. And the other thing was, same material, I made myself a little orc catcher trash can that it still sits up here, but I thought about putting it on that thing with like Velcro, but I'm not sure. Not sure if that'll work, but I may still try that. Who knows? It may be a good little contraption to just sit like this. It may work. We'll see. it's funny how things evolve. Many people have commented about that in regards to my quest for DMC storage. So more on that in a minute. All right, so what have I been stitching on? Other than my 4 finishes, I just have a few to show you. You know, I stitch every day on Live Simply, stitching through the years. This is stitched on a 25 count Lugana Heritage 1/1. This paper is getting really ratty from my stitching. And this is where I am at. I am so close to the bottom of the house, if you can see right here. I need to finish that. So I basically I'll get that filled in today. So that part of the house will be done, and then I'm gonna start on the roof. So that's super exciting. Maybe I'll have a fully finished house. No, I won't. I'm not gonna start on those windows. I'm doing like the big blocks is what I'm trying to accomplish on that one for some reason. I've told you before, I don't know why I do each one of them different, but I do. My next one is my One Nation. Again, One Nation Sal, join me. I love it. I love seeing the progress on people's. I love doing this. Again, it's on my 32 counts Vintage Country Mocha, and I love this fabric. And here, Opie, stop. Here we go. This is where I am. So I put in Vermont, one more star, and I'm coming along. I love it. I love the color combination. I love how it looks. Whenever I get back to work, these guys are gonna be so impressed. This is probably the favorite one of the guys I work with for them to see. So yeah. I don't know why I dug this out. I must have been feeling a little nostalgic, but Noelle from Jordan Purvey. My sister did this one, you know. There's another friend, Julie, that's doing this. My lighting's being funky all of a sudden. But put in a couple, these two right here is what I added to it since I've shown it to you last. So sometimes it's just gonna be one motif at a time to make goals accomplished. The last thing I stitched on this week is Cinnamon Stars. And Cinnamon Stars is stitched on a 28 count toasted coconut. And here is where I am. I'm super excited about this. I have all the, let's call them Quaker stars. I'm not really sure. I think I've said that before and I don't know what it is still. All of them are done on the top. I am either going to pop into the house and do some of that. I'm gonna show you the chart again. I'm either going to pop into the house and start on that, or start down here. If I started here, it would be over with this little scarecrow guy. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. I enjoy stitching on this. It's pretty quick. This is kind of a loose weave, so it's kind of tricky for me sometimes, but I like it, so it's looking cool. And it just fell. I'll get that later. So that's all my stitching I have for you. I'm gonna jump into, I have piles over here. So what have I, any haul-ish mail, whatever you want to call. I got my Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month. It's called Love Letter. I get the 28 count. It's actually right up my alley of like colors. It's hard to see. I'm living on a gray colored day again today. It is what it is. So I mentioned last time some of my organization that's going on for my Mirror Madness, and I do have some goals accomplished to show you. I'm not all the way there yet on kitting them up. I have to pull my fabric, so that would be a great accomplishment for me to see done in the next couple days. But I have, and I want to do this without making crazy noise. I have all 5 of them for Mirror Madness, Mirror Mania, Matte Madness, Mirror Mania. They're all kitted up. They're bobbinated. I got it right that time, Amy. But so they're ready to rock and roll. I just need to throw my colors on them and figure out exactly what color of charts of fabric I'm going to use on those. I was so excited yesterday because I sometimes use that fabricviewer.com but Coloring Cotton's not a colorway dyer that's on there for me to throw the charts on and see. So I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, and I'm gonna floss toss those babies. And I've got that going on. So I'm looking at my notes, and what else I have sitting with me. I do have some stuff, acquisitions coming in the next couple of days, so you'll see them in next week's video. I was doing a little stress shopping, and I don't even really feel guilty about it. I should, but I don't. So there's that, and then I've been wanting to print out some free charts that everybody's been seeing on all over social that designers are putting out there. To be completely honest, I usually print off at work, and I'm not at work, so mine's just black and white, but I'm going to see which ones will print off there and be able to be used. Some people, when they design their charts, they do. If I didn't cut that out, I'm sorry. Anyway, some designers print with, and that's fine, but it's with the color, and that doesn't look so good on black and white. But I'm going to give it a shot, so I may have those to show you next time. I mentioned to you already floss organization system. I did not work on that at all this week, so that may be something I get to dive into this week. I'm ready for it, thanks to watching a couple other floss tubers. I'm ready to do the overhaul and see if we like it. And I've had encouragement from wonderful viewers telling me, oh, I've changed that over the years and whatnot. So giving me some love that way and telling me it's okay to do that. I want to share something very special before I get ready to wrap this up. A very kind viewer, when I did Common Threaded Stitcher in August of last year, I had mentioned, like, there was a prompt. I'm not going to remember exactly what it was, but it was a prompt about, like, hobbies that you want to learn or whatnot. And I had mentioned knitting. And I do want to learn knitting. And a follower on Instagram had reached out to me then, and she's like, when you're ready, let me know. So when all of a sudden I went on out of work, I was like, hey, shoot me with those videos. Let me know where I can do the learning. Tell me what I need to get. I'm ready to do this. Well, not only did she hook me up with videos and push me in the right direction, but she sent me this in the mail. Look at this cute little bag with dogs. And that's not all. Inside of it is, I don't want to just learn how to knit. I want to learn how to knit socks. So she sent me these gorgeous colors. And it feels so beautiful. It'll be so beautiful. It feels like it would be so comfortable on my feet. So these two, and she sent me her favorite needles. I did not ask her permission to say her name, and she knows who she is. Thank you for the love, and I'm hoping that I can have some calm here soon if I get these doctor's appointments wrapped up with these kids, with my dad and my son. And let's not kid ourselves, COVID-19 makes that all a different world we're living in. I'm sure I'm not the only one that is experiencing this and knows this. Like, my dad's doctor's appointment is going to be a video conference, and I'm not sure what's going to be the directive with my son. I was told yesterday when they released him from the hospital that they're still letting people come in and do EEGs because that's what they need to do on his brain. So yeah, but back to the stitching. So thank you for the love for the knitting. I hope to dive in and be able to do that very soon. But as far as stitching, what are my plans? We're getting ready to roll into April, and I would love to tell you I have this figured out, but I don't. Here is my April acrostic from the 24 hours of stitching, or 24 hours of cross stitch, excuse me. And this is mine. Somebody else asked about my planner. I just took a happy planner and printed it out and put it in here, but the word for this month of April is snow and shadow. So I still have some blanks, as you could see, of what I'm going to fill in that I want to concentrate on for the month of April. And that's it. So I need to get that done to get myself started in the right direction for stitching. And I also, honestly, I want to start all the things. And I know a lot of other floss tubers are doing this where they dive into their stash and show you, and maybe I will, but I don't know. I don't know if you're interested in that. But I have a few things pulled here because right now I feel like I want to start all the things. So I feel like I want to start, and this would be a quick and easy stitch. Moral compass. This one, loads of love. Both of these would be super quick. This was gifted to me. It's a hands-on design pattern. Oops, sorry, glare. Handwork. It would be a super quick one. Tidying Modernist that I won from Bestitch Me's on Facebook when she has her Friday night club. One stitch at a time. Again, that one would be a quick one. These next two, oh, one more quick one. This would be a quick one. Antique locks and keys. These next two probably a bit longer. Jordan Purvey. I'm sure this has got some saying, but basically it's knolls. It's garden knolls. I think that would be fun, and that would probably take a little bit longer. I was trying 132 by 123, but there's a lot of dead space in there. And the last one is Heartstring Samplery, Coffee Quaker. I actually wouldn't, this would be changed to the word tea. I'm not a coffee drinker, I'm a tea drinker. So I'm kind of wanting to start all the things, so we'll see when I see you next if I have done that. So I think that's it. When I look around and check, that's all I've got for you. So again, I don't know that I can ever express how much your love and support has been, and I truly do appreciate that. It fills my heart. I want to thank you again and again and again. But I want you to keep stitching. I'm going to keep stitching. We're going to get through this one day at a time. Enjoy life, even our new version of life. And I'm going to send you much love. Thank you. Bye.